So I know a lot of y'all don't think of it like this. I know a lot of y'all think y'all just picking up people and dropping them off. A lot of people just think, oh yeah, I'm just running my car down. The depreciation is gonna kill me. I'm gonna pay an arm and a leg in taxes. They're gonna take my firstborn with the taxes. I know a lot of y'all feel like, I'm just not making any real money, because when you take depreciation, you take the mileage, oh my gosh, the maintenance, all of this stuff is I'm just not making any money. And I mean, I feel you. But this is why for this new year, I'm hoping that you guys will take heed. For this new year, you gotta treat this like it's actually a business, because it really is. You gotta come at it from a business perspective. So all of you guys, everybody that drives Uber, everybody that does Lyft, that does DoorDash, does the other gig apps. I mean, I know my channel is primarily Uber, but I'm just saying, everybody that does these apps, whether you do it full-time or you do it part-time, whether you work 1 hour every month or you don't, you work 50 hours, 60 hours, 80 hours, whatever the case is, you got to treat this like you would a business. My bad. So this has to be your business. And how you operate your business is up to you. So you kind of got to look at it from a different perspective. No, you are not just driving people around. No, you are not just what's the word? Not maintaining your car. No, you are not just driving your car into the ground. You have to look at it like a business. It's a business expense. These are all business variables. Now look, I'm not going to get into taxes because I'm not a tax professional. You should talk to a CPA. You should talk to a tax professional. I can't tell you that side of things. All I can tell you is that whether you like it or not, if you're a 1099 contractor, that means you are a business. So if you are a business, if everybody else is looking at you like a business, even though you may not look at yourself like that, then that must mean somebody's wrong. Somebody's missing it. And yeah, and I can tell you, if you don't file them taxes the right way, it can be very detrimental to you. So if everybody else is looking at you as a business, but you're not looking at yourself as a business, that's a crazy thing, right? Isn't that crazy? Like, I when I was growing up, they used to say, what I was taught, right? I ain't gonna say what it was about, but this is a very common saying when I was growing up. If it walks like a duck, it talks like a duck, it's probably a duck, right? So I'm gonna say the same thing. If you act like a business and you look like a business, then you're probably a business, right? That just makes sense. So for the year 2025, I'm just asking y'all to treat this like a business, because it really is. Regardless of how you feel, it's really a business. It's really something that you are a business owner. So if you're a business owner, you can't just operate any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? This is why personally I get my car washed. I'll have a monthly subscription. Again, I can tell you about taxes, but I can't tell you about taxes. Let's just say that's a business expense because it's for my business. But I also understand that my car is my office. I have a mobile business, obviously. My car is my office. So I want my office to look a certain type of way when I take in new clients, obviously. You know what I'm saying? That just makes sense. So I value presenting myself in a certain type of way. So yeah, every chance I get, every single day. Well, maybe not every day, but I do obviously wash my car a lot. Wash my car a lot. And then it gives a better perception to my clients when they come and get in the car, or when they come and get into my office, you know? Because what we have to do, the reason why I'm making this video, just before we kind of wrap it up, the reason why I'm making this video is because we have to change the way that we look at these things. So shout out to Vinny Cuz of the Rideshare Garage, which we do every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But Vinny Cuz has been promoting that every offer that you get, they're not offers, they're not requests. You know, when you see the little trip radar thing, or you get the little ping that we all know the sound, you know, every Uber driver knows the sound of a ping, of a request. Whether you're at the airport, on the city streets, whatever, we all know the sound. Like if I was the player here, everybody would look at their phones. Oh, $15 for, I don't know, 20 miles. We all know the request sound. But Vinny Cuz has been promoting that these offers are not just offers, they're contracts. Which is true. If you read the terms of service, this is how we negotiate. These contracts are us negotiating. So in reality, you know, there's a lot of negative content on YouTube, as you know. If you watch my videos, then hopefully it's not negative. But there's a lot of people that say, you know, Uber sucks and this, that, and offer's trash and all of this. But it's a contract. So every time people get in your car, that's a contract. That's why we call it way bill. On the deeper side of things, that's why it's a way bill. And if you look at the way bill, you are contracted to take this person from point A to point B. Now, once they get out of your car, you're no longer contracted. That's the end of the contract. So yeah, once you got them to their location, they get out and they keep it moving. But these are contracts that Uber is giving us, and we decide whether or not we want to accept it for the pay that it is that we accept it for. So Uber doesn't care necessarily. I mean, in the sense of like, Uber doesn't care what contracts you take, what contracts you don't, in the grand scheme of things. Yes, I know that there's times where we're penalized for canceling, we're penalized for acceptance rate, we're penalized for pretty much everything. I understand that. But what I mean, in the grand scheme of things, they don't care about you. They don't care about me. All they care about is that the person that they have, this customer, that they have their customer, which that's what these people are. They're not your customer, because Uber's made that very clear. They're not your customer. These are Uber's customers. And they're coming to you and saying, hey, can you take this person from point A to point B, and we'll pay you this much to do it in your nice car. We're not going to pay for the upkeep of your car. We're not going to pay for any maintenance of your car. We're only going to pay for you to take this person from point A to point B, and we'll insure you. That is Uber's role. So on the flip side, our role is to take on all of the risk, all of the responsibility during that contract. But it's okay. We accept it. As drivers, we accept that risk. So it's like, if we're treating this like a business, then you have to make a business decision. Is this contract worth it? Or is it not? You know, like personally, I don't take contracts under $8. Personally, I'm not pursuing any quests. I mean, we don't really get them. I mean, we got them for New Year's. We got them for like the biggest events. But yeah, before that point, it was like 7 months since I got a quest. So I don't have any quests. I'm not down here in South Florida. So yeah, there's no real reason for me to take shorter rides, or shorter contracts. So for my business, I'm not taking a $5 ride. I don't care. Yeah, I'm just not taking it. It doesn't matter. Because for my business to operate, I have to meet a certain threshold every day. You see how I'm talking? The point of this video is to hopefully get you to talk like that same way. I understand we all just turn on the app and we drive around and we go pick people up. I understand that aspect, but I hope you understand that even though that's what we may perceive it as, or you may think it's like that and it's super simple, everybody else doesn't. In the sense of, it's your business. Just like, so I put it to you like this, right? There's a difference in customer service for grocery stores, right? I'm just going to use grocery stores. We all know that Publix is known for their customer service. And we all know that Walmart is not. So it's like, even though they're both businesses, even though they operate the same, fairly similar, we know that one is better for this and one is better for that. But they're still businesses, regardless. They still operate fairly same. So I guess the point of this video is you have to make your decision on how you're going to operate your business. This is 2025. We can't keep going without understanding that we are businesses. We can't keep going and understanding that every offer that you get is a contract. We can't keep going and thinking like, oh yeah, I'm just going to drive my car into the ground, without understanding that it's a business vehicle. It's a work car. It's a work vehicle is what I'm trying to say. Because if you're doing this, especially full time, and you're using your vehicle, all of that mileage should be tracked. I said should be, because we all know nobody really does it. Again, you have to start looking at this from the business perspective. So a lot of people talk about taxes. Again, if you're tracking your miles and you're calculating your business expenses, again, it's like, yeah, there's steps around it. So, yeah, you just gotta start looking at it from a different perspective. It's super easy to just keep going with the narrative. It's super easy to just, man, I just turn on the app. And I'm gonna be honest, in my business, I accept what customers I like and what customers I don't. So just like how if you go into a grocery store, like a lot of grocery stores have the little, well, a lot of stores have that little sign on their door, like no shirt, no shoes, no shirt, no service, or something like that. They can refuse service. Guess what? In my business, I can refuse service too. If I don't like the customer, get out. I can refuse service because you're stepping in my office and I don't want to service you. So well, you'll find another Uber driver, somebody else. Because again, ultimately, we are our own individual businesses. So when people walk up to me and say, hey, Uber, I say no. Uber? Passenger? And as you can hear, welcome to South Florida. Of course, somebody got to rev their engine, right? But yeah, I am not just an Uber driver. We are not just Uber drivers. We are business owners. Whether you agree with me or not. The IRS looks at it like that, at least. So, yeah, with that being said, man, as you can see, I am just kind of chilling out. Sat down, taking a nice little stroll. And in reality, this is what you got to do sometimes. Because we all get in the monotony of just working, paying bills. But you got to learn to just take a moment and inhale the fresh air, right? But yeah, man, if you have a comment about what I'm talking about, man, drop a comment leave a comment down below. If you're not a part of the free Telegram group, if you're not a part of the community, you're missing out. You're missing out. But yeah, with that being said, man, I'm gonna stop rambling. And I'm out of here. Again, I love and I appreciate every single person watching this video. You guys are all awesome. I am like super close to getting monetized. It's crazy, right? Because when I started these videos a year ago, it was just like, I didn't think I was gonna have 1 subscriber, but here I am, right? So super close. So we'll see. But yeah, with that being said, man, I am out of here. Deuces.